Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Rams OTAs recap here in Thousand Oaks. J.B. Long, Maurice Jones-Drew, and third-year inside linebacker Ernest Jones. That almost doesn't ring true. Third year already, how could it be? But what a first two you've been through. You've seen a lot in 2 years in the NFL, Ernest.
Oh, yeah. I've been through the highs and the lows, the Super Bowl, and then not making the playoffs. So I've seen the top and the bottom.
Now, what has it been like in this OTAs coming off of last season? Kind of a brand-new team. A lot of guys have left, but you're here. You're one of the veterans. What has that been like taking that role?
It's been kind of a little weird for me, just being that it's only year 3 for me, and they already look at me like I am an older guy. But for me, it's just been wanting to lead the younger guys and show them, the right way to do things and the right way that we do things here.
Just about anyone who's been to these practices this spring has come away saying, wow, they're rejuvenated. Like, there's a different vibe around those. Is that real? Is that imagined? And how do you explain it if so?
No, it's definitely a new vibe for sure. We're just young, so we got so much energy, and the competition is at the highest it's been since I've been here. Like, we're always competing, even though we don't have pads on right now. It's just constant competition. Older guys getting after the younger guys, and we're all just holding each other to a higher standard.
How has that changed your ability? Because as a young player, you were the energetic guy. I remember calling the Super Bowl. You're getting sacked, rushing Joe Mixon, getting after him. You have there now as an older guy. Can you still have that same energy, or do you have to have that kind of even kill? Can't get too high, can't get too low in games.
It's a little bit of both. When it's go time and time for me to actually show that and bring that out of me, I'm really capable of it. But I do have to be mindful of just making sure my head's clear and making sure I'm also setting an example as well.
He's not young anymore by his own admission, but Matthew Stafford's arm looks young again. How much pop does it have compared to what you've seen so far?
It's there. It's just like what I seen when I first got here, and the things that he's done since I've been here. He's just a baller. Like, he lets it go.
Now, what has it been like going against Matthew Stafford, though? Like, hitting those holes. How's that made you guys better as a defense? How's that made you better as a linebacker, trying to disguise coverages and really put your defense in the best situation to be successful?
Yeah, as a player, he makes you think. Just a few things. Matthew, just the way he looks off defenses and looks off linebackers, he has me just making sure that I'm not just giving him easy reads, making sure I'm also trying to manipulate him and do the best that we can to kind of like make things tough on him, even though he's seen it all. So he knows exactly what we're trying to do, and he's a smart guy.
Ernest, I know you've played as a mix of both, but do you prefer to have the green dot? Like, do you like hearing Raheem Morris in your ear?
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's like my calling card in a sense. Like, I just love having that green dot, love just being able to be the one that relays the information back to the defense and just be that guy in the middle. That's what I love.
Can you describe to the fans a little bit what the difference this year was compared to last year coming off the Super Bowl, just kind of mentality-wise, and then going from being the hunted to now the hunter again?
Right, just after winning that Super Bowl, you just know, not saying anyone got lax, but everybody, it was kind of coming back into doing the same thing we did the year before, but that never works. People start to pick up on things and start keying in on us, and like you say, we were the hunted at that point. So now just being back into a new season is just allowing us to go out here and just really, earn what's ours and just get back to what we're used to doing.
When you saw the schedule and you saw you'd be going to Seattle for week 1, what was your reaction?
I text Bobby. I just text Bobby because me and him have a pretty good relationship. I just text him like, "You sure you're ready for this?"
I love it.
And of course he responded back, "Are you sure?" So I'm just excited to be back, be over there, and get to compete against a great team.
Now, speaking of Bobby Wagner, what was it like, and what have you taken from his time here last year to now kind of help your game and get you to where you need to be to play at an all-pro level that you've shown in flashes?
Right. No, Bobby just showed me what it takes to, really be a Hall of Fame linebacker in this game, but truly be a leader. Just making sure that not only are you just taking care of the stuff that's off the field, that you're making sure you're studying, doing the right things. And I kind of wouldn't be the player I am today if it wasn't for him coming in last year and just teaching me and just showing me the way. So I'm really thankful for him.
Ernest, you now have a great perspective on this team, on this roster. I'm curious if you could answer a couple for us in this regard. Who do you think has a chance to be a breakout star for the Rams this year? And who's been the most impressive rookie so far that you have observed?
That's a tough one, because I will say about this rookie class is they are super intelligent. They aren't like the past rookie classes even my class that I was a part of. They are super smart. As far as breakout players, I feel like each and every one of them that came in, they have the opportunity to make it. I love watching Trey, just his ball skills, how he gets to the ball, and those edge rushers, man, they get me excited for sure. Like, I'm excited about all of them, truly.
What about one piece of advice you would offer the rookie class, if you haven't already, based on your NFL experience?
You're not going to get it all right now. Just know that there's going to come bumps and bruises on this road. Just take your time and truly learn what you can right now.
I feel like OTAs here it hasn't been as physical or as fast as we've seen in the past, right? Like, you guys are flying around. You were talking about the competition aspect of it. What is one of the best matchups that you've seen throughout OTAs? If it's a corner, receiver, D-line, O-line, or running back, linebacker?
The matchups that the DBs get against Tutu, the O-line's really communicating well, but that matchup with Tutu is really taking the next step, and I'm super impressed with the way he's just attacking the ball right now, and just his ability is showing right now, and he has some great ability. That
offensive line they're bigger this year.
They are.
You probably can't see the quarterback as well as you're used to.
They are.
Has it changed?
For sure. They're way bigger. They're led by Brian Allen and Rob on the outside. So I'm excited about them. You can kind of see the togetherness within them, and I'm just excited about the steps that they'll continue to take. And they do have some size over there.
Now, obviously, Aaron Donald is not here today, but what are some of the younger guys you have in front of you? What have they been, and what have they shown you, right? You guys are pretty young on defense. So what has that been like growing with them, and then how have they helped you? Like, you don't want to get touched, right?
At all.
So have they done their job, or are they getting better doing their job?
Oh, they're doing a phenomenal job. They are absolutely just, like I said earlier, they are like, for them to be able to take the playbook and grasp it the way that they have it's mind-blowing to me. And they're coming out here and they're doing their job. So it's really been helpful. They are going to be some really good players, and they're going to help us a lot this year.
Last thing for me, Ernest, I know how seriously you take this opportunity in this year 3 ahead of you, but aside from football, what was the best thing you got to do this offseason?
Went to Mexico with the Rams. Took me to Mexico, and we were able to do a few things with like the community out there, and that was my first time out of the country. So that was the biggest and most exciting thing for me this offseason.
That's big time.
For sure.
They don't call him Indiana Jones-Drew for nothing. This is his travel season.
Yeah, no, not right now. Not right now. I try to go like once winter, beginning of spring.
Yeah.
That's when the weather's mild.
Right.
You get down to Mexico in the summertime, man. It's bugs and it's hot now.
It's hot. It's hot. There were some days where it was hot, and then one moment it rained, and you wouldn't tell where the rain was coming from. Like, it was a great experience.
But you were telling us before we got started here, no summer plans. Your summer plans are about being the best off-ball linebacker you can be for the Rams.
For sure. I just want to be able to make sure that I'm available, and just making sure that I'm dominant like I know I can be.
Last thing for me, have you talked to Coach Morris about blitzing you more?
Yes.
And getting you on these running backs so we can get more sacks?
Yes. That's definitely going to happen. We'll be getting down in there this year.
Ernest, thanks for your time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great weekend.
For sure. Thank y'all. Y'all too.
All right. For Maurice Jones-Drew, I'm JB Long. Thank you for joining us from Thousand Oaks for this edition of Rams OTAs Recap.